The Prince of Wales was presented with the Editor's Lifetime Achievement Award for services to philanthropy at the GQ Men of the Year Awards on Wednesday. And in light of his win, Charles graces the cover of the Glossy magazine's October issue, where he discusses his lifetime achievements. The 69-year-old looks dashing in black tie, as he is photographed in the gardens of his home of Clarence House, which he shares with Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall. In the new interview, environmentalist Royal admits that his forward-thinking, when it comes to the planet, has not always been well received. Speaking to the magazine, Charles said, "You are accused of being controversial just because you are trying to draw attention to things that aren't necessarily part of the conventional viewpoint. That's not always a bad thing, but it's odd because I have always believed that living on a finite planet means we have to recognize that this puts certain constraints and limits on our human ambition in order to maintain the viability of the planet. That is why it matters so much that the way we operate has to be in tune with the way nature and the universe works, and not the way we think it ought to work, which is what we have been doing. As a result, we have overexploited to a degree you would not believe possible, and that's why I have gone on about these things." It is no secret that the grandfather of three is a traditionalist, and revealed to GQ's Dylan Jones that he has no interest in space-age technology. He continued, "The thing I find hardest now is to cope with this extraordinary trend that somehow, we must become part human, part machine, which I totally and utterly object to. It is crazy to go that far because I think, ironically, the more AI and robotics they want to introduce, the more people will rediscover the importance of the traditional crafts, the directly human things that are crafted by humans and not by machines." During his acceptance speech during the GQ Men of the Year Awards last night, Charles joked that he was a stopped clock when it comes to fashion, something that has previously got him into trouble. One day, having travelled to the old BBC television centre in White City, in West London, to open the latest outpost of Nick Jones' Soho House empire, he broke free from his minders and jumped into a lift with Jones, as it made its way to one of the bars on the upper floors. Jones pointed out that he was giving him special dispensation today, as no one would normally be allowed into one of his clubs wearing a tie. "I'll make a note of that," said the prince, "should I come back." When it comes to style, the prince tends to stick to what he knows, with it recently revealed that he is still wearing the same shoes that he bought in 1971. His attitude for durable fashion is something that he applies to all aspects of life, as he told Dylan Jones. The prince thinks we need to get rid of this throwaway society, and introduce something that provides huge opportunities for people who want to set up small businesses that make, repair and maintain. He recently discovered a thrift market in Malmö, in Sweden, which for him was as much of a revelation as the first farmers' markets he discovered years ago in Japan. Charles has since invited the Swedish minister up to Dumfries House, the Palladian country house in Ayrshire that he has used to help the economic regeneration of the area, to see if they can collaborate on one there. Charles is patron or president of more than 400 charities, and has founded more than a dozen of his own, during his 50 years as a working royal, including the Prince's Trust Group, the Prince's Foundation, and the Prince of Wales Charitable Foundation. His charitable organizations focus on areas such as creating opportunities for disadvantaged young people, the environment and religious tolerance, and raise £150 million annually. Wednesday marked the 21st year of the GQ Men of the Year Awards, which honors men and women who have shaped the cultural landscape in the past 12 months.